Imagine standing on a cracked track, shoes worn thin, while the crowd roars for the star athlete. That was Maya, an underdog with a dream bigger than her worn-out sneakers. She wasn't the fastest, the tallest, or the most naturally gifted. In fact, she barely had access to proper training facilities. But what she did have was a relentless spirit and a mind that refused to accept limits. Maya's journey wasn't paved with gold medals or easy wins. Early on, she faced a cascade of obstacles, injuries that doctors said might end her career, financial struggles that made buying proper gear a luxury, and a community that often overlooked her potential. Each setback was like a mountain, looming and intimidating. But instead of turning away, Maya learned to climb. She began by turning her environment into her training ground. With no fancy gym, she ran barefoot on uneven trails, turning every rock and root into a lesson in balance and strength. When her knee hurt, she didn't just rest. She studied biomechanics and adjusted her running form to reduce strain. She tracked her progress with a simple notebook, marking not just times, but feelings, weather, and even meals, building a map of what helped her body thrive. Her strategy was unconventional. Instead of competing with others, she competed with herself. She set micro goals, shaving off seconds, extending endurance by minutes, mastering breathing techniques. This shift from external validation to internal mastery fueled her growth. Maya's training became a dance of experimentation and patience, proving resilience isn't about brute force, but about adapting with grace. On race day, the stadium was packed. The favorite athletes warmed up confidently, muscles gleaming under the lights. Maya stood quietly, recalling every step of her unique preparation: the early morning runs through fog, the mental exercises during sleepless nights, the sacrifices made quietly. When the starting gun fired, she surged forward, not chasing others, but running her own race. Midway, fatigue whispered its cruel temptations. But Maya's mind was a fortress built on months of mental drills. She visualized the finish line, felt the cheers as a warm breeze, and remembered the purpose behind every stride. Spectators saw an underdog pushing past limits, but Maya felt a profound transformation, each step a victory over doubt and fear. Crossing the finish line, Maya didn't just win an unexpected race. She shattered the barriers she'd built within herself. Her triumph was a mosaic of tiny victories. The decision to keep going when giving up seemed easier, the creative solutions to impossible problems, and the unwavering belief that progress is often invisible before it blossoms. Maya's story teaches us that obstacles aren't roadblocks, but invitations to innovate. When resources are scarce, creativity becomes your greatest asset. When pain threatens to stop you, understanding your body and mind can rewrite the script. And when the world doubts you, shifting the focus inward transforms pressure into power. So the next time you face a mountain, whether it's a project, a dream, or a personal challenge, ask yourself, how can I turn this obstacle into an opportunity? What small, deliberate step can I take today that inches me closer to my goal? Remember, victory isn't only about crossing the finish line first. It's about embracing the journey that shapes the champion within. But Maya's journey didn't stop with that race. In fact, it was just the beginning. After her breakthrough, she realized that true mastery comes from continuous learning and adaptation. She sought out mentors, athletes who had faced their own struggles and emerged stronger. She read voraciously, absorbing knowledge about nutrition, mental toughness, and the science of recovery. She also began to give back, understanding that her story could inspire others. Maya started community running clubs for kids in her neighborhood, teaching them not just how to run, but how to dream and persevere. She shared her notebooks, encouraging others to track their progress and feelings, to learn from every experience. Her commitment to growth led her to explore other dimensions of wellness. She practiced mindfulness and meditation to calm the storm of self-doubt that sometimes threatened to resurface. She experimented with different diets, always listening closely to how her body responded. She even explored cross-training, cycling, swimming, yoga, to complement her running and prevent injury. Maya's evolution was holistic. She understood that an athlete isn't just muscles and speed, they are mind, heart, and community intertwined. This realization deepened her resilience, making her a role model not only for performance, but for balance and sustainability. Throughout the seasons, Maya faced new challenges, tougher competitors, unexpected setbacks, and moments of exhaustion that tested her resolve. But each time, she returned to her core principles: adaptability, self-compassion, and a fierce commitment to progress. She learned to celebrate the small wins, a personal best, a pain-free run, a day when she felt truly present. These victories became the building blocks of confidence, reminding her that success is a mosaic, not a single moment. Maya's story spreads beyond the track. It's a testament to the power of mindset, creativity, and community. In boardrooms, classrooms, and living rooms, her message resonates. Obstacles are not ends, but beginnings. They are the soil from which innovation and strength grow. And so, as you face your own cracked tracks and worn sneakers, remember Maya. Remember that your limits are often illusions, that your obstacles can be transformed by perspective and effort. Take that first step, write down your progress, and keep climbing. The race you run is uniquely yours, and every stride shapes the champion within.